Hello and welcome to another Stanton Gossip. I am not going to tell you guys what we do here anymore because I think it's becoming boring because it's been so many episodes already. So if you don't know what the fuck we're doing in this, half an hour show, go and watch the last episode and you'll figure it out. What's
Go
up,
and watch the
Maso?
first episode.
Yeah,
Seriously, it's not like what we talk about here really expires. It's just,
true.
you know,
They do follow like it's like week by week, but in
sure.
reality, like this is some good stuff that anyone
Eh,
should watch. So,
Some of my favorite Star Citizen videos are like, years old.
yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
something amazing happened this week, and this is slightly different than anything else we are used to watching. I think majority of player base does not know who Anna is, but she's a voice actor for the how do they call her, new Babbage girl or whatever. The
It's she's the AI from New
Yeah,
Babbage. The yeah.
and also she was giving voice to that UE commander that was helping us with the Xenotrat. And Mr. Cobra TV and his community basically found her and had her on one of his streams. Um, Cobra, like him or hate him, he has a big community, big following, especially on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, it at first, as you said, I agree. Like when I started watching this video, it's a relatively short video, 8 minutes I think, and it does feel like it's like her camera and his regular setup with all the chat and everything, and they're talking to her and felt really uncomfortable. They were
Yeah.
basically trying to, like, all these guys in Discord are trying to make her accept a gift from Star Citizen community and start playing Star Citizen with them. So what happened is they basically raised a ton of money and gifted her a really nice gaming PC.
Which is incredible.
And even though it's a little bit cringe at the beginning and maybe in like overall, from personal experience, when I started streaming, I started with a really bad PC, and then I've earned enough money to buy something with like i5 and 1050, just a regular 1050, 2 gigabytes and whatnot, and then my community back in the days gathered around and collected enough money to buy the PC that I'm using right now and audio equipment and whatnot. So it might look a little bit awkward. I might have dropped a tear because I 100% understand what she went through. Um, and she's a gamer, so and to be fair, she made this video, and there's some okay video editing, better than a lot of stuff that
Yeah.
we see randomly in SC
So
videos.
like for me, when I saw this video come up and I watched the first couple minutes of it, and for me, like, well, I've seen this before because, my wife is a gamer and stuff like that. And like there's been multiple times where like when males on the internet find out you're a female or whatever, especially in MMO, they go like crazy and they try to
Mm,
give you all these gifts and stuff. And like I've seen it make my wife feel very
okay.
awkward
Yeah.
because she's like, what's gonna happen if I say I don't want it, what, etc.,
Mm,
etc. So that's what, like, I watched the first few seconds of this video and I was like, oh god, this is super awkward, and I left it. But I went back a little later when Chegg mentioned it and like watched a little bit into it, and I realized that's not really the case. It's just kind of like, how do you accept a multi-thousand-dollar gift from strangers that you don't
true.
really know?
True. But I
So
think
like,
there's certain kind
yeah,
of respect for her as being forever locked in
yeah,
Star Citizen as a voice actor, and she did already two characters. Her diction is flawless, obviously, and
yeah.
yeah. I think everyone
The
should
last
like it. I mean, watch it.
Yeah, watch it and, like, hold out through the awkward bit and then
Yeah.
watch her afterwards, because this is the thing I didn't get to when I first saw it. Like,
Mm,
afterwards, it's all just her talking about, like, who she is, what she
yeah.
does, what she likes and stuff like that, and it's all just from her perspective with her, like, top quality sound equipment because she's a voice actor.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just push through the awkward bit and just like watch her afterwards, and you just see like the genuine gratitude. It was really cool. It was really
Yeah.
heartwarming. I'm glad you made me go back to it, because initially I was just like, oh god, this is bad.
And kudos to Cobra and these guys for
Yeah, yeah,
doing something like this. This is something that I always admire when streamers are like, instead of, because this money would end up in his pockets. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
And no, he made it so that someone. But there's so much value in making someone happy. I've had these situations as well where fellow content creator I love, uh, her PC died, and I had, this was back in the days of First World Online when I had like hundreds of people in my stream, and she was streaming on an old rig, so she couldn't play the game even, and she was just, I explained the whole situation, how heartbroken I am, and then she just DM'd me like, "What is all this money on my account?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Ask my ask my community. I have nothing to do with this." And man, it feels good, man. It feels good if you can like help someone out or motivate them to do something nice, and yeah, that's what it is. So good stuff. All right, next one is on you.
Okay, so I came across a video which was my first video that I've seen from Mongrel Squad, and this one they uh took on found a fully crude mole, and went through like locking it down, contacting them, negotiating, like trying to get some money out of them and stuff like that. I just thought it was really cool to like actually see an operation happening.
Yeah, the whole, like,
And
everything behind the scenes,
yeah,
basically.
well, dude, like they were fully set up. They had like multiple EMP ships. They had
Mantis.
their QED, the Mantis QED ship. They had everybody set up with distortions and stuff like that. It was just really cool to see that coordination, and like to hear the coordination between them. And then like they had a designated guy who was doing the, like who got the other ship on comms and stuff like that. And it was really cool. A bit anticlimactic at the end
Of
because
course, because Star
like
Citizen.
yeah, because like it's the situation it's in right now. But like they asked for 40,000 from 3 people on that ship. 40,000 total. And these guys wouldn't get it. They ended up self-destructing. I'm going to spoiler
Yeah.
it for you just so you don't. But like I think to me that like this really illustrates the effort that a lot of pirates are going through, and just how most people just thumb their nose at them right now. Like 40 grand. Come on. That's like one bounty
Dude,
mission.
Orchid and me hijacked that caterpillar full of titanium. I don't know if you watched that video.
Yeah.
And I asked for 10,000. For 10,000.
Yeah.
And it's always a no, or oh, I don't have money.
Sure.
We gave them their
Of a
ship
cargo
back, like,
hauler,
I don't.
in the case of a cargo hauler though, how many times have you blown all of your money on a cargo?
No, I'm an Eve
I've
player. I'd never do that. I'm sorry.
oh, see, I've done it. I know the smart thing is to only invest,
Half.
like maximum 50%.
Yep.
But there's been many times where I've been like, I'm gonna roll the dice,
I'm a smart guy.
you know. So like when a cargo hauler says, I got no money.
I know, but 10 grand, like he could have said, "Okay, let me sell it and I'll pay you."
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, for sure. Anyways, like the long and the short of it, it was cool to see this video where they were like really well coordinated and doing piracy right.
Yeah.
And it also just kind of illustrated just kind of like how shitty a pirate's life is right now, because there's no consequences for death. So these people chose to just self-destruct their ship instead of give these guys a measly 40 grand.
Uh,
But it was still pretty cool to
True.
watch them
But
kind of like do their work.
I think it's okay that a pirate life is shit right now because the game is in alpha and it
Yeah.
is what it is. What I
Yeah.
don't think is okay is people throwing shade on pirates who are with all that problems. They're still trying. It's just like, it's the
Mm.
same as trader trying, even though there's 30K. You know what I mean? Because they
Yep.
enjoy the
Yep.
gameplay loop, or
Yeah,
I don't
for
know,
sure.
miner trying, even though they've lost that mining head 3 times because things are disappearing from their account, and
Yeah.
it's just the same thing. Just,
It is legitimate gameplay, and like, yeah, very skilled
you said
and
something.
coordinated. It was great.
when you were presenting this video to me, basically, was your one. And
Oh
that
crap!
is that when
I don't remember.
when the game comes out and these things are polished, these miners are going to have rude
Oh,
awakening.
yeah.
And the
Yes. Yeah.
Mongrel squad, they're doing the right thing. They know what's gonna happen, and
Yeah.
they will just start succeeding in their operations, which will be very
Exactly.
rewarding, right?
And the people who are like these miners who are just going to self-destruct, well, guess
You're not
what?
going to
That's going to
self-destruct,
hurt.
dude. Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
self-destruct once and never again.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
know.
Yeah. So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, good video. Worth to watch.
it was
Again, not
fun.
very long.
Not
It's like
super
a couple
long.
of
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah. All right. So the
And
next
honestly,
one.
sorry,
Oh, sorry.
just
Go for it.
one
Go
more
for it.
thing.
Yeah.
Like the other thing too is like these guys were all super respectful. There was no profanity. There was no name calling. They were very calm.
Well, they were
They were like,
recording it as well. But I
oh,
don't
sure,
think
but still.
I think Mongrel Squad they're like on a slightly brutal side of a gameplay, but I think they're very smart when it comes to they dude, the top end pirates in our current very small community are very smart people who are not going to put themselves at risk
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
because they're being reported anyways, right? Whatever
Yeah.
they do, they're getting reported and
Yeah.
thrown off servers and all that. So of course, this is important for our last. Keep this in mind. It's important
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
our
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Um, okay,
Next one's mine as well,
it's
actually.
yours.
I watched a video, and this is where I have to say, okay, Chag, maybe you were right.
We gotta
Because
try this
there was
though.
yeah, we still have to try it. But a couple weeks ago we talked about like will Connie and Snub undocking actually make the Connie better? And I said no, because the P52 is basically useless. Um and the conclusion we came to was like, okay, maybe for PvP, but for PvE, it would still be fun. Well, STL Youngblood put out a video where him and a guy in a constellation did some PvE in a P52 and P72 and the constellation, and it actually looked like a lot of fun to be in
Mm,
that
mm,
P52. And the other thing I have to admit I was mistaken on was that the P72 actually does have 4 gimbal size ones. I
yeah,
didn't realize that. I thought it basically lost the nose cannon for extra speed.
yeah. All the
But
Merlin, right?
yeah, so like 4 gimbal sized ones, that's not
That's
nothing. I mean,
no.
it's not a saber, it's not an arrow, but like
Well,
that's still a decent amount of firepower.
it's decent amount of firepower and it's freaking tiny. Cross section is
Yeah, yeah.
none. It's super
Well,
fast, and
and this video was from the perspective of the
yeah,
P52 or
P72.
P72.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, I think it was mostly the P52 in this
Okay.
video. But yeah, it looked super fun. I would yeah, from what he was doing there, I was like, I would fly that.
Yeah.
That's basically a Viper from Battlestar Galactica, and it
Mm,
looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
mm.
So there you go.
And it protects
They're
a
gonna
mama.
yeah, they're gonna do. I mean, again, it was just PVE bounties, so I mean, obviously nothing crazy, but it still looked like fun. And they're
It was
gonna
fun.
do another follow-up video in PvP, which I do expect will have some different results, but
Let's see.
it'll still be fun to watch. It'll still be fun to watch.
Before we go to the next one, though, I want to say that we always prepare our videos. It's semi, on rails, and talk about this, agree or disagree if you want to have it on the show or not. And this actually sparked quite an interesting conversation between Maso and me, which we are going to have in our next episode of Straight Outta Stanton, which is the main podcast that we do on Sundays, which is about injure like turrets, PDCs, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
if you're interested in stuff like that, Sunday either live on Maso's Twitch channel or later on YouTube as well.
yeah.
All right, so the next
Spoiler
one,
alert: we don't like the turrets on the Constellation, and we
we
have
don't.
some. We have some. Oh god, we have some suggestions.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt dirty saying that,
Uh,
but
yeah, but to be fair, like turret sounds good. but in reality, it's so hard to make it a good gameplay and fun gameplay. But we're not going to talk about it now, right? So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
stay tuned. The next video, we had some. We were bashing some people doing like, what was the name of that one? It was like Star
Walk
Citizen,
Citizen.
Walk Citizen. Yeah, but it was like Star Citizen trailer called or something like that.
Oh yeah.
So I
Yeah.
stumbled upon it was made this week, of course, and I don't know about this content creator, but it's always nice to find someone new and drop a subscribe and like a video. The name is Mod81 Gameworld. Um, and the name of the video is Star Citizen is Space Porn Part 5.
And that is truth.
It's true. And I we approve this name, and that's what it is. So this is, I think, like 3-minute video, 3-4-minute video. Interesting music choice, very good shots, attention to some very cool details. It's just space porn. That's what it is. And if you like what's the name? MSR, you're gonna love this video because it was
this guy
mostly
likes
done
MSR.
in and around MSR.
I looked back in his channel as well, and he does have other videos as well, like that are basically space porn, because this is Space Porn Part 5.
Yeah.
And yeah, like it's I like these better than videos that claim to be a trailer, especially Walk Citizen.
Yeah.
Because all Walk Citizen was just like a circling camera around some dude walking through anyways. These are more interesting. It's still just basically like animated screenshots kind of thing, but they're pretty, music's good, and he doesn't call it a trailer. He's just like, it's just eye candy. And if there's one thing Star Citizen good for right now, it's eye candy.
So this is Star Citizen?
Yeah, this is this is Star Citizen right here. This is the honest trailer. This is what CIG should have posted. There's no fake sound effects in this one either.
Yeah. All right. The next one, I mean, you all know about this guy. His name is Morphologis, and he's back. We talked about him a little bit. I was kind of worried about Morph, man. Like, it felt like he just doesn't have things to do.
Yeah.
And then the ROC-DS came out, and who would have thought that this will spark the really fucking proper Morph video that I enjoyed from beginning to the end? It was different.
I have never seen Morph bring out his sarcastic voice before.
Oh yeah. But it's so tasty though. It's not it's like he's good with sarcasm. I kind of want more of this, to be fair. It's kind of strange, right?
If anybody's going to give succinct and accurate criticism about something in Star Citizen, it's going to be Morph. But it's very rare that something in Star Citizen inspires Morph to be snippy.
Yep.
And the ROC-DS did it. So yeah.
So he's known for his an architect reviews, and then insert ship name here, and he changed it to an architect Rants, the ROC-DS Star Citizen. He also does something that I personally, and I think we agree, Maso, I don't like in general, where people are fixing the ships or vehicles. But man, does he do it right. Like, everyone hates ROC-DS, or most of the people do. And CIG keeps trying to tell us that it has a purpose and yada yada. Like, no one believes that now. Well, maybe, whatever, but it's just freaking useless and funny. It's a meme. And then, you know what? Someone, instead of just ranting about it, sat down and he created his own model of it. And at first I was like, oh no, but when I watched
it's awesome.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Like,
when I saw the one that he did, I was like, I want that one.
Yeah.
That one's awesome.
Exactly. So definitely, as always, all of these links are in description. Please click on those. I mean, if you're not following some of these people already, like Youngblood or Morph, you're doing it wrong.
Watch the Morph.
Yeah.
His version has like a cool detachable drone from the top, and he like designed it all out and animated it all. Go watch the video.
Even without the drone, though, it would be fun, because drone is like extra Speaking
Drone
of
abuse.
drones, Drew, have you seen this? So CIG dropped the Invictus Week video today. Have you seen
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
It's very short. Last year it was so much longer and more like explosive, let's say. And this week there's not much, but there's one scene where a pilot of, I think, Gladius gets out of the ship and walks like around it, and there's a drone flying around his head. And at first I thought, because I had to like stop it every time to see if there's like something that snuck in.
I
And
missed that part.
I thought it's a terrapin, but then like when I turn it back and forth, it's like a little drone flying around his head, and like I wonder if that's a hint or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
But I like drones,
Maybe. I
man.
mean, we know drones are coming. Like
Yeah.
it's you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you never know if they're gonna sneak something in. There's a lot of
Yeah.
unknown on the map, so yeah. Okay,
Uh,
so this is all you, man. I'm just gonna nod
Okay.
and agree.
Okay, so last one is a Twitter post by our favorite space pirate, Cutlet. Um, and he basically, I guess, had stolen a lot of loot from a rock
Holy
miner who was
shit, a lot, yeah.
oblivious and wasn't paying attention. And so Cutlet had basically Cutlet had looted like 500 personal storage units or whatever.
I think you're more
Of
like 500, almost 600. I think
508 or was it 580? It was something
I
obscene.
think 580. Let me
Like
check.
being a good pirate, man. Like again, like just preying on the people who aren't paying attention.
568.
And here's the thing: people always accuse PvPers of being toxic and being sociopathic and all this shit.
Yeah.
Well, Cutlet posted pictures of the chat of this guy who was mad, obviously,
We
that his
can't even
ship got
read
stolen.
these. You
I
know?
can't even read them. Yes, yeah, like frankly, like, but follow the Twitter link, you'll see, man. Like,
Yeah, there's 4
okay,
screenshots, basically what he fished out, and then the comments. And this was
there's
long.
yeah,
This was coming. They,
yeah,
they were asking for this. Like people who are falsely accusing legit piracy in Star Citizen
yeah.
or griefing were literally asking for this. And when CIG finally did something about it, which I still don't know if I can agree or disagree with, doesn't matter. Then
Mm.
these pirates, especially the content creator parts of them, were
Right,
like,
right,
okay,
right, right.
now we're gonna strike back. Like you provoked this. Because
Yeah.
we just don't
So,
care about it, but now we're gonna show it.
and to rewind a little bit, so if you'll remember a few weeks previously, or maybe it was a month. Previously, when was it? It was a while back. Anyways, CIG sent out a bunch of warnings to people who were accused of excessive
Excessive, yeah.
PvP / harassment in game, and basically one of the things that the PvPers came back with was like, you want to talk about harassment? Like, we're going to start saving the chat logs from the people that we are engaging in legitimate gameplay.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
Some
This
people
is
laughed
Space
about this,
Cutlet.
but they're going to push through it because you know what? Now this is content for these people as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And this is
Cutlet
what
now wants to
PvPers are
show it
starting to do.
because yeah.
Yeah. You're going to see basically that in a lot of cases, I would actually say in the majority of cases, I think that it's the space dads and people who are pissed off at being quote griefed who are the toxic players, not the PvPers.
Oh yeah.
Not 100%, obviously. I mean,
course.
I've met my share of toxic people, you know, who are PvPing / griefing, quote unquote. But yeah, I mean, look at the Twitter posts, look at the screen captures, you'll see, man, like some of the guys, some of the things that this guy is saying are just or saying to Cutlet, you know, first he didn't even kill the guy. He just stole his cargo, you know, are just vile.
I mean,
Like
what's more
vile and
valuable? Killing a guy or stealing his cargo?
well, most people get salty over being killed, but
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but the life has no value right now. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
You know.
So now
But
cargo
yeah,
is more valuable than being killed 20 times. It doesn't matter as long as you sell it, right? So that's
yeah,
an unfortunate state of the game, which is normal. It's in development, right? But like, yeah.
yeah. But again, like just to be clear, like the language that this fuck stain, and that's not even as bad of the
Yeah.
language that's
Yeah.
in these chat logs here. The language that this guy is using is inappropriate and disgusting. And you want to talk about toxicity? Here it is, guys. But it's not the people that everybody's saying are toxic.
Yep.
So there you go.
So he also, as usual, added Tyler Whittakin to the conversation.
Good. That's
Which is
good.
good. Yeah,
Frankly, like,
yeah. I mean,
and
hopefully he
like,
reads it, and
I
yeah,
mean, let's be honest here.
nothing's gonna
Tyler
happen.
Whitkin is a pirate.
Oh
He
yeah,
has flat out said that his gameplay is piracy.
yeah.
So like, but it's, I think this is good. Like if you're a PvP or if you're a pirate and you're exposed to this is literally verbal harassment, is what this is.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Um,
Like if CIG is this guy needs to get either a serious warning
yeah, yep,
and
absolutely.
shown like as an example,
It's
or
not
a ban
appropriate.
even, like at least
It's
like because people got bans
Yeah,
for like a whole patch ban for constantly sneaking into other people's ships, and I'm like, what?
yeah, that's gameplay. This is disgusting verbal harassment. And yeah, like if you're a PvPer and you're a pirate, keep track of this stuff, man, because like
But
this is
yeah,
something that like and this is the thing, like I'm gonna use the word Care Bears here, but a lot of the Care Bears like will throw this like toxicity word around or sociopathic word around, but in reality there are plenty of quote unquote Care Bears who are just as vile and just as toxic, and that needs to be
yeah.
brought to light.
And to be
So
fair, like this is just a frustration, right? I'm just saying, like
yeah,
the pirates don't really care about this. They were
no,
never like they're
they laugh
basically
at
immune
this.
it, because it always
Yeah,
happens. But don't provoke them, and vice versa. If you are a minor, uh, it's time to first of all calm down and read the chat. Maybe pay that 10 grand or something, or just be smart about your loot. And when
yeah,
shit happens, guess what? It's just a game. The other person won. It's fine. It's
yeah.
okay.
Well,
And
and
if you
again, I
get
mean,
pissed off, tell them that you're pissed off. That's okay. But be mindful that there's a human being on their side who's just playing the game, and be mindful that they might fucking report you, and you might lose your account or
well,
something.
well, yeah, because yeah, and that's it right there, man. Like what this guy was saying in some of these screenshots here
That's
is
a ban.
something that will get you a warning at the very least. Um, but yeah,
I
and
mean,
that's
mentioning
it.
someone's mother and the rest of it with it, and like, it's just like, I'm glad it's Cutlet, bro. Like, he doesn't care.
Oh no, he doesn't care,
He's
but that's good,
immune to
man.
that. But to someone, this can be like really rough. Anyways, that's all
In no
we got.
situation is that ever appropriate,
No,
ever.
no, it's just that
Even
you
if you're
can
mad, it's
you
never
can be
appropriate.
mad
Like
in a more appropriate way. That's what it is. Like, you
totally,
can tell these people to fuck off or whatever.
totally.
But
And
just
like and ultimately,
there's a
like we
line.
said, like we've said this 2 weeks in a row now. It's an alpha, guys. Like I
Calm
get
the
being
fuck
frustrated.
down.
Yeah, but calm down. Like nothing matters right
He
now.
he didn't do
Trust me, it's gonna
anything.
be worse. It's
He
gonna be
didn't
worse when things do matter.
And he didn't do anything worse than the server can do to you as well. It could have been 30k and you could have lost it because it was in your fucking. It wasn't in your pockets. So
Yep. Anyways, yeah,
that's it. We don't have anything else.
that's it.
I mean, it was more than I expected, I guess. But yeah, if you have any content creators, regardless of their size, that we're not mentioning, and you think are good, and maybe you have a video that or something else. It doesn't have to be a video. It can be a tweet or whatever.
Juicy drama, juicy gossip.
Yeah, anything content. Put it in the comment. If you like or don't like what we're doing, tell us why in the comments as well. You can also, like or dislike a video or even
Well, that's
subscribe.
my
Well,
that's my
I mean, I
line.
was giving you time to start, but like it looks like you're.
You always tip me off. You always give me the cue, and
Okay,
now,
do it properly, all right? I'm not good at
well,
that.
whatever. You already said it. If you like this video, please throw us a like. If you want to see more of it, please subscribe. We're a tiny channel. We just do this for fun, but it still does kind of make us feel good when we see numbers because
Numbers. Numbers are fun, right? And it's also a confirmation of if we're doing things right or wrong, So
yeah.
Keeps us going. So yeah. Anyways, that'd be it. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching or listening, and we'll see you Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.